Big Ten championship game. And once again, James Franklin has been given the opportunity to quiet those big game critics.
Yeah, I think he learned a lot from this previous match from the Big Ten championship, guys. You know, defensively, they needed to make some changes. He went in and took Jim Knowles from Ohio State, one of the best defensive minds in college football, and trying to help improve and allow that defense to take it to the next step. And the other thing has been the passing game. There's always been so much to be desired, and they went out and got 3 guys, Trevor Pena, Kyron Hudson from Southern Cal, and Devontae Ross as well. They're big playmaker, speed player on the outside. It really hasn't taken off yet. We will see in this matchup whether or not those improvements has helped. The difference in this game, though, will be the rushing attack of Penn State. That's their strength, that O-line, those 2 backs in the backfield versus an Oregon defense that has struggled against the run this year. Boys, we were there in Evanston. Northwestern pushed them around a little bit. So if Penn State wants to push past this narrative and James Franklin wants to get over the hump that he never can win the big game, that's how they're going to do it. It's going to be a physical matchup, then running the football, and it's going to look ugly, but Penn State would then be able to win the end.
Hey, Mark, I got your boys at Crimson Tide at Georgia. Alabama's lost the last 4 or 5 road games. And then think about 2 teams with usual strengths. Alabama, the offensive line, does not look Alabamish. They are 103rd in the nation rush offense and giving up far too many pressures on Ty Simpson. And how about Georgia defense? Not Georgia-ish. They're giving up 41.371 yards passing last week against Tennessee. Here's the bottom line. It's big boy SEC football on the road. The only chance, they could go in and win, Mark, but they better have some grown-ass men in that locker room to go in there. We're all going to find out, is Alabama have a tough-ass locker room? If they do, they got a chance.
It's going to be a make-or-break game for them. They can have a lot of momentum if they get this game on the road in Athens, but I'm going to take it to Oxford, Mississippi. I got LSU going to Ole Miss, and this is going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to watching it, and it all comes down to this quarterback matchup. Trinidad Chambliss versus Garrett Nussmeier. And it starts with Ole Miss. They've been explosive on offense. They've been able to throw the ball around the yard under Charlie Weiss Jr. They've been able to run the football, but they haven't faced the defense inside the top 70 yet. It's going to be a lot different looking against this LSU defense who's in the top 10 in the country. They haven't allowed over 10 points yet this season. And then you got Garrett Nussmeier. This offense has looked very mid, has looked very average over the course of the season. He's 2-3 against top 10 opponents, but I think they'll look a lot better this week against Ole Miss. He has juice on the outside with his receivers. They can make plays, and I think they'll find a way to get this win in Oxford today.
Yeah, I'm going to stay in this game right here, USC versus Illinois. And in all seriousness with Illinois, this is a bounce-back game. They have an opportunity. We know Brett Bielema is going to have these boys fired up to play this team. They are physical. And then for USC, this is just a prove-it game for them. Can they prove that they can go on the road and beat a ranked opponent? They were 1-4 on the road last year. Can they prove that they can consistently win at the line of scrimmage? Look, at the end of the day, they didn't win at the line of scrimmage last year. So there's a lot at stake for USC in this game. They got Illinois, they got Michigan. Coach, I've heard a lot worse than this. Illinois, they got Michigan, they got Notre Dame, they got a tough schedule coming up. This is a big opportunity and a statement game for USC. They better be ready to play today and prove that they're a contender.
You know, this is all about mindset for Illinois. After a big win, Brady, that's when you coach a team hard. After a bad loss, it's very fragile. I talked to Coach Bielema the other night. By the way, one of the coaches I respect most in this country, and he has the proper mindset. You know what he did? He owned it himself, and then they went about fixing it. So remember, when you get your tail kicked like you did, it's very fragile, but you have to get everything fixed. That's exactly what the Illinois staff expect a good bounce back by Illinois, especially with this crowd.
Good Hands Report is sponsored by Allstate, celebrating 20 years of the Allstate Good Hands Nets program. We welcome in the Bear, Chris Felica. And earlier this week, Bear sent out a warning to rank teams on the road. It happened twice last night, and we may just be getting started.
Well, there were 8 of them headed into the week. The 2 unranked teams got the upsets last night. And we got 6 more today, most notably Notre Dame at Arkansas, BYU at Colorado, and number 1 Ohio State on the road at Washington. First time the Buckeyes are taking to the road this season. You have a quarterback on the road, Julian Sain, making his first road start. Washington has been a difficult place to play at times in these types of games. If you go back, though, Ryan Day at Ohio State, they have handled these situations well, 17-0 on the road against unranked opponents. So Washington might be down their best cornerback, Jacario Davis today, which certainly would help Sain and Jeremiah Smith in that Ohio State offense. But a lot of opportunities today for a little bit more upheaval on the rankings.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here. College football on Fox.